When family comes to cause trouble, he'll handle it with flair, gracefully putting down his toolbox, ready to get to work, pulling out a bunch of sharp little gadgets, slipping on his thin plastic cape, reading out his legal rights to the target, all while blasting some banger music. Then he works to the beat, swiftly cutting open the target's clothes, choosing just the right scalpel to make an impeccable He pries open the muscle like it's a can, ignoring the target's pitiful wails, yanking out the vital organ and tossing it into the sink like carefully rinsing it in clean water, wrapping it up neatly. This crazy job. He's done it a million times. He thinks it's fine, debt must be repaid. If not, it's the bank's issue. If you really can't pay the organ loan, the feds will send someone to collect. Our main man is that collector, retrieving organs from those out-of-control clients. In this age of advanced biomedicine, vital organs solve most diseases, making sure no one's staring enviously at others' organs, but the steep prices keep people at bay. The feds introduced organ loans with nearly 20 interest, which people have come to accept. Feel it's unreasonable? Hardly. The interest is a bit soul-crushing, but hey, that's life. Better alive than sorry. Patients' families will sign, and the collection mechanism's just an urban legend. Under the powerful PR of the feds, these sinister collection mechanisms just become a punchline. The boss can close deals instead of the sales rep. He's still grumbling about the protagonist's visit, a bad rep as the collector scares off clients or demands upfront payment. It's against the company's profit first principle. The boss loves clients who go sell loan payments. This way, they can just recover organs and charge again. The recovery department's dozens of staff are pumped and heartless for profits. Even relatives can be sold out. Looking at it this way, not everyone doing this job is a cold-hearted weirdo. In reality, the collection team might be a bit tough, but the atmosphere when they're together is actually friendly. Our hero has a stunning wife and childhood, but as he grew up with they thick as thieves. They went to school, served, joined the feds together. Their first task is a cherished memory. Even though they were lost about their jobs in the beginning, they finally crawled out of that self-deception. During downtime, they'd hit bars like normal folks. The performer on stage was captivating, and our hero was struck by love at first sight. But he's responsible, so he had to push those thoughts aside. Our protagonist is that type of guy, cold on the outside, warm on the inside, a true homebody. He's compliant with wife and kid, but evasive about job switching advice. His wife doesn't know exactly what he does, but the urban legends she hears still make her uneasy. She wishes her husband could switch to sales, but sales pay half of what recovery does. Just picturing her husband in a suit, sitting in an office gobbling is pretty shocking. So this issue dragged on until one day he spontaneously invites all his colleagues over. His buddy, the legendary Old Black, has a client that's just been spotted by a snitch on a taxi heading their way. Initially, he didn't want Old Black working near his place, but this job pays a shocking amount. Old Black decided to borrow the protagonist's apron, and with it, he was perfectly equipped to get to work. He was so pumped, and there's his taxi right by the curb only for the client to finally realize something's off. He starts begging the driver for mercy, but no one's listening. To these folks, he's just another pig waiting for the slaughter. In under 2 minutes, his bionic kidney is yanked up by Old Black, blood splattering everywhere. Though Old Black moved swiftly, faint cries caught his wife's attention. Ignoring warnings, she charged over. His wife can't take it anymore and decides to part ways with her son. Her leaving hits him hard, and when he considers switching jobs, Old Black interrupts him. Old Black brings up the latest tech from the company, a neural network system that can make you live in a dream. Once you're hooked up to the system, you can enjoy sweet dreams, but the protagonist's just not that interested. Old Black spots a fire, urgently tells protagonist to stop. Scanner shows 30+ bionic organs. Out there is a bunch of desperate folks trying to smuggle themselves out, wanting to escape this country, but they're already in tough shape. Yeah, they can't escape the fate of the lower class eating each other. The protagonist immediately drops smoke bomb. As veterans, they know how to create chaos for the enemy, and sure enough, the folks below are taken out before they even realize it. They immediately decide to split up for a good old game of hunt. To them, their prey is just a bunch of pitiful folks with no way out, not even comparable to them. Fully equipped and strong, with tons of battle experience, how could they lose to these rats hiding in the gutters? A total of 18 hapless clients, 32 bionic organs. This is one fruitful day for them. Plus, they got 2 scanner interference devices that make the organs invisible to scanners. Little does he know, wrecking the smuggling ship and handing over the gear will be his lifelong regret. After a moment of excitement, he dives back into deep guilt. Old Black insists he finishes off this last job. He agrees, but this is, in fact, his last job, targeting a washed-up music producer. So, everyone, catch you later.